Check. Need to see if this is bad or not. Okay, it looks like we are good. Hello, everyone. You're probably wondering, what do you see on my screen? Absolutely nothing, because here's the thing. I was supposed to have well, first off, hello, everyone. Blue Futon here. We're going to have some little fun right now doing the BAFTA and Oscar final predictions. And you're like, why is this setup so crappy? Well, here's the thing. I had a cord to connect the Surface Pro 2 to the monitor. The funny thing is, it is not a HDMI to HDMI. It's this stupid HDMI to USB-C, and it just doesn't work. So now, the stupidest thing I'm doing is having my Mac open right here, where I see the live video occurring, but you can see what I'm seeing. So it is going to be the most awful thing ever, and unfortunately, I have to get a docking station. So with that, I won't be able to show people's, comments, but I see exactly what's happening. Like I see Sacred Hearts alumni say, "Hey Chase, how's it going? I see everything you're doing. I'm going to give you a quick heart, ba-doop," because that's what I like to do. Now I want to see something real quick with making the screen just look a little bit better with what is occurring on screen. So give me a couple seconds, and maybe I could. Oh God, I have no cancel. See, I'm not used to this Streamlabs garbage right now. Anyway, because I want to get my face out of the way so I can actually see what is occurring with, the stupidness of Gold Derby. But let's see if this is actually going to work right now. It is what it is. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my God, this is such amateur hour right now. You know what? It's almost working. I mean, trust me, I have nothing dirty on my website, I promise. So anyway, you know what? Let's put it back to normal and just because you know what? I can tell you the pictures and you can see my predictions on the right-hand side. It is what it is. Like I said, this is garbage. But anyway, when looking at the BAFTAs, this is tomorrow. And so let's just do a quick recap of what is supposed to win or supposed to be nominated. Oppenheimer, damn it, what I think should or will win. So we have Oppenheimer, Anatomy of a Fall, Poor Things, Holdovers, and Killers of the Flower Moon that are nominated for the BAFTA. As you could see when I did it before, I do have Oppenheimer winning with Anatomy of the Fall, Poor Things, Holdover, Killers of the Flower Moon. Even though I have Oppenheimer winning, I would not be shocked if Anatomy of the Fall has a chance of winning this one. To me, Killers, there's no chance with Lily Gladstone not making it in. That just doesn't make sense that she would get in, period. Holdovers, it is a surprise it made it in, but I just don't see it having the actual oomph to actually get into the process. Poor Things, I think it got like 11 nominations or something, so that could get it, but I mean, yeah, it's a British film, so I think they're going to say it for the British film category. So to me, it's Anatomy of the Fall, Oppenheimer. I do think Oppenheimer has the greatest staying power, so I'm going to probably just continue with Oppenheimer with this one and just continue on to the next category. And like I said, throw stuff in the chat wherever you want. If you want to discuss other stuff rather than Oscars or, BAFTAs, let's just discuss it. I also have 2 of 2 remaining for, but I just feel like Oppenheimer is not the one to go for. Oh, why don't I just scroll up? Look at me being smart. I'll just scroll up. Look at that. Look at me being a genius. All right. Of course, now we have 6 for Best Director. Bradley Cooper, Anthony Hayes, Alexander Payne, Justine Tridet, I always say her name wrong, Jonathan Glazer, and Christopher Nolan. This is what screwed me over. I was thinking Alexander Payne was going to get an Oscar nomination because of this. That is a far out lie. All right, to me, though, it is a Christopher Nolan sweep through it and throughout. I don't think I have to say anything else. Was I shocked Bradley Cooper made it into this one? Absolutely. Like snubbing Yorgos Lanthimos as well as Martin Scorsese? Absolutely. But I don't think this is a category to really go into, as I think Christopher Nolan is the overall winner. 11-2, why not? Let's give it some odds right there. Actress. All right, you could see what I'm doing here. All right, according to the odds on 17 February, they think Emma Stone is going to win this one. Of course, you also have Sandra Hüller, Carey Mulligan, Margot Robbie, Villian Oprah, if I'm saying her name right, and Fantasia Barrino. Guys, gals, I think this is Sandra Hüller's to win. Just like Barry Keoghan last year won for Banshees of Inisherin, I think Sandra Hüller is going to get it for Anatomy of the Fall. I just have a gut feeling about this. I do think Emma Stone is 100% a number 2 through and throughout. I have no ifs, ands, or buts to think otherwise, but I do think Sandra Hüller has a solid chance of winning this one. If anyone else has anything else to say about that, or you're like, Chase, you're a crazy mofo, just let me know in the chat, and I will completely chat it up, because look, watch this. I am here. Boop, boop, boop. But yeah, all right. Just like, no, oh yeah, let's do the super bets for that one for sure. And with Gold Derby and BAFTA, you only get like 6 or 7 categories, so there you go. Now, this one's an interesting one. Because to me, it's Cillian Murphy or Paul Giamatti's award to win. Of course, like I said, you have Bradley Cooper, Barry Keoghan, Coleman Domingo, and Tae-Yu. The reason I'm going to say Cillian Murphy is because he is from beyond the pond. Even though he's not from England, don't say he's from England. He will rip your throat out. But, guys, first off, Sunny D vodka seltzers are amazing, first off. But this one, I think this one's going to Cillian Murphy for sure. Paul Giamatti, I think we'll discuss him with the Oscars for that one. For him to win that one, I think, because the whole time is due thing. Same with Jamie Lee Curtis of last year. But Cillian Murphy for this one, I truly think so. But let me change this category. I think that one is actually a better choice. All right, BD, thank you. Hopefully you get your Secret Life of Walter Mitty movie palette soon. I mean, I bought it. I gave you the tracking number. Hopefully it gets there. But my God, you chose a fantastic choice in my opinion, because Secret Life of Walter Mitty is such an underrated film. That movie, the cinematography, like I know, like I said, we're going to bounce around with this video, but the cinematography of Walter Mitty, the acting, the directing by Ben Stiller is a fantastic. Oh, you got it already? No, it's great. That is good to know. But like I was saying with Secret Life of Walter Mitty, great film. I mean, with the critics, I think it's like a 49 or 50% on Rotten Tomato. Baffling. Absolutely baffling. Good to know. K-N-O-W. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right. So anyway, going to Best Supporting Actress. Could there be a surprise in this one? I'm going to say no. What's up, David? What is up? What is up? Like I said, people that are just hopping on right now, my cords died, so we're just going in a weird thing where I look at here. I see it on here as well to see the thing, so I cannot super show what people are saying, but it is what it is. Divine Joan Randolph, it's her category. What else am I supposed to say? It's her category. Next. Best Supporting Actor. Now, this is the one where people truly think Ryan Gosling has a chance to beat Robert Downey Jr. Just like the Supporting Actress category, I think it's Robert Downey Jr.'s to beat. I don't think he's ever won a... Walter Mitty is the only film with Kristen Wiig that is not that bad. She did do a movie, apparently, where she did a full frontal scene, if I'm not mistaken. I never saw that film, but I was like, oh, she's going there. I haven't seen that one, but yeah, Kristen Wiig, I got to check her filmography now. I mean, I would say she was at peak for sure when she was in SNL for sure. I mean, that like Andy Samberg, Kristen Wiig type was some of the best, if you don't want to count the Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd time of SNL. Now SNL is just complete garbage. But when she was in SNL with like Andy Samberg, Hader, fantastic SNL. But anyway, supporting actor, I do think Robert Downey Jr. is basically his category as well. It's kind of like his time category as well. All right, that was gross. Now we best original screenplay. This is Saltburn Oscarable. I don't think for Saltburn, I don't think Saltburn got a single Oscar nomination, if not mistaken. I truly thought the Rosamund Pike was going to be the one to get it, or maybe a screenplay, because they loved her last movie, Promising Young Woman, but not. So I think Saltburn is this year's Babylon. For original screenplay, to me, this is either Holdovers, Anatomy of the Fall. But to me, this one, I am going with Anatomy of the Fall due to the fact it's more of a European movie, and BAFTAs is in Europe. Silliness. All right. I think Best Adapted. This one, I actually chose Zone of Interest. Why did I do that? Why did I? You still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Okay, no one wants to award Barbie after all the chaos. Absolutely. I think, like I said, especially for BAFTA, I was one of the rare people. Like I said, I was number one for BAFTA predictions. Don't know how the hell that happened. But everyone kept going Barbie, 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 Barbie. I'm like, look, Barbie is not a European film. Yes, it will have some interesting aspects, but then at the same point, if you keep looking at my past predictions, I never had Greta Gerwig in the top 5 for the Oscars either. So I'll take that as a win. Like I said, I was number 6. I'll take that. But okay, I'm going to have to change this, I think, for Best Adapted Screenplay, as I had still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Well, I mean, it's a great film, but I do think that Oppenheimer, but the film is like Barbie for commies. Yeah, I think Oppenheimer's a good film. Is it overblown for people saying it's their number one? I do think so. If I was an Oscar voter, would I give Oppenheimer the vote? No, I would not. Like you said, my top 3 movies of the year were John Wick, was Society of the Snow, as well as Iron Claw. Either one, none of one of those were in the Oscars. Like I said, we're in the BAFTAs right now. We need to stop that. Anyway, what is up, Shawnee, Mac? Nothing's much. So Oppenheimer was good. Exactly, BAFTA didn't like Officer Barbie. Absolutely. Like I said, if you just joined in, I will want to highlight your chats next time, but my cord that connected to my monitor broke. So now I'm doing the live stream here, but watching the actual chats on another screen. So this says Zone of Interest is a good pick and a way to reward Jonathan Glazer. I know. I think that's what I was thinking when I picked it. The reason I want to keep Zone of Interest, I really do, is because I do think Oppenheimer is more of an American film, and Poor Things did not get director. Even though you could say, it's not the same category, but I do think Zone of Interest has a chance here. So actually, let's keep it. I think it'll be more fun. Glazer didn't win for international because he's not a producer, and he would win for screenplay. Absolutely. Does the BAFTAs have a foreign category? Yes, they do. I'm almost 90% sure they do, and they did nominate Society of the Snow. I will look into that real quick after I look at the predictions, but let's keep Zone of Interest for this one. And then Society of the Snow and Iron Claw were so good. Abso-freaking-lutely. Society of the Snow. I will say one thing. Everyone who kept saying that movie is too long for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I actually got some shit in my comments basically saying like, oh, because the writing was trash. And people do say like, my smallest nitpick of the film was how it was written on the voiceover of someone who passed away, which I understand why they did it. But at a point I was like, oh, I hope they are doing that person justice for what he was actually thinking. That's my only, I would say, red flag for that film. But Society of the Snow, 2 hours and 20 minutes, like I said, people are like, oh, it's too long. They were out there for 71, 72 days. If you can't sit in front of your TV for 2 hours and 20 minutes for a movie while you watch like X amount of hours for Game of Thrones, that's all I'm going to say for that one. Iron Claw were so good. Yes, Iron Claw was also, oh yeah, that is right. Christopher Nolan is British, so they might view Oppenheimer as European. Oh, that is so right, actually. 20 Days of Mirror Pearl, Nightmare Fall, Past Life, Side of Some of the There you go. Thank you. Yep. 20 Days of Mirror Pearl, which that's interesting because I don't think you could do this for, but let's go to the next category, cinematography. I'll go to the next comment that 7 Days of Sea did after this one because I think, like I said, Gold Derby for BAFTAs, you don't get a lot of choices. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Killers, Zone of Interest, Maestro. I don't know where the love of Maestro came at the BAFTAs. No freaking clue. To me, Maestro was a very mid movie. But Zone of Interest, Poor Things, Killers, Oppenheimer. I do think cinematography for Oppenheimer, like I said, it should be a shoe-in to win. But remember what happened last year, people? Top Gun Maverick. Remember when Top Gun was winning everything and didn't get nominated for an Oscar? But so, I don't see a snub for this. Let's go switch it, though, for I don't know why I have Killers number 2. Killers number 2 is not a smart choice, Chase. What the hell? But Poor Things and Zone of Interest, I think, are the best way to go. Let's save and go to next. Costume design. Okay. Now, this is very interesting. Best documentary of Bob Winey is free on YouTube. Okay, thanks for knowing that. I need to look up that stuff. Cinematography lock as well. Like I said, I'm going to go back to 7 Days at Sea for international nominations. I don't think you could do it on this, but costume design. Okay, this is where I'm going to go crazy. I'm going Poor Things for here. Even though my gut says this is the one category I do think they are going to give Barbie. Zone should win that for that weird. I still need to find where Zone of Interest. I still need to find a watch Zone of Interest because I think that's the only movie I haven't watched in the Best Picture category. I do have Poor Things as costume design. The reason I have that is it's original. Everything in Barbie has been done before, and not like I'm saying in movies, it's been done before with toys. They're all past costumes, so you're not creating anything original. Poor Things also has the European aspect to it. So, but my gut is saying, look, Barbie is probably going to win this one. Oh my gosh. I'm tripping balls here. But I'm going to stick with Poor Things, I think. Unless one of you guys down here... Okay, Zone of Interest coming to Apple Tuesday. Thank you for knowing that because I do have... what do I have? T-Mobile, I get Apple Plus for free. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with Poor Things. Even though this is the one category I truly think Barbie has a chance of winning. I think, let's see here. Film editing. This is another one. Okay. Oppenheimer Anatomy. That's all I'm going to say. I was also a sucker who said Anatomy of the Fall was going to get editing at the Oscars. 100% chance. 100% chance. And they got it. I mean, you just got to read the tea leaves of how the international bodies vote. But I think Oppenheimer here is going to win it. But I love the court scene editing through in and throughout for Anatomy. But let's just skip this pretty quick. Best hair and makeup. I have Maestro. I think Barbie could get costumes. See, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I'm like, ugh. But here's the thing. I do think the costume design for Barbie has won free BAFTAs already. Interesting. Good one. See, that's what I'm saying. It's Barbie or Poor Things. And that's the thing is, but then here's the thing as well. If Barbie does get that, will Poor Things actually even win a award? It might win British movie, but that is it. Could it be this year's basically Power of the Dog where it gets nominated for everything and only gets director best for the Oscars? Like I said, I'm switching Oscars and BAFTA. Need to stop that. Hair and makeup, I'm going to go with Maestro with this one. Even though, it looks good, I would probably give it to Poor Things just because of the craziness of it. But let's just not skip this category and go to Maestro. Let's just do it. Best production design. This is the one where I chose Barbie. Now I'm thinking, do I need to switch Poor Things production design and Barbie for costume? This is the one where I'm like, because the production design for Barbie was amazing in Barbie Land. Again, like I'm saying before, it's not original. You have cars that have been made toys. You have the Barbie houses that are not real. But Poor Things is all original production design. And because of that, I think I'm going to switch this one to Poor Things for production design. However, I could see me changing to Barbie for costume. What are you about? Poor Things has a small sweep with hair and makeup. Oh, you're thinking hair and makeup, costume production design, and poor. See, I think Sandra Hüller has a chance to get that actress. I think that's because she's European. That's all I'm going to say there. But, yeah. The real world's not exactly. When they go to California, what do? They went to the boardwalk of California. They went to the highways of California. So, you can say 50-50 production design is good, but Poor Things is 100% production design. So, that is my switch to Poor Things. Best score. Do I have to say anything else about this category? I hated Poor Things. So, that's fine. Go, Sandra. Yeah, I went into Poor Things. I saw it later than everyone else, and I won't lie, I was on the Poor Things hive before watching Poor Things. I really was, because the favorite lobster, and I'm like, Poor Things is going to be freaking amazing. And the second act of Poor Things, I did not like. Just, to me, I understand Emma Stone, like, she was the producer of the movie, she could do what she wants, but it just felt really gratuitous and very repetitive of the sex scenes of her being a prostitute. To me, it just wasn't going anywhere. I know they're trying to do the feminist route. Sure, understand, it's your movie. But do you really have to keep having sex? We understand what Ladies of the Night do. Okay, fair enough. All right, best score, Oppenheimer. I don't think this is a reason to even continue on with best score in this category. Best sound, Oppenheimer again. Another one where I'm like, is there a reason to even fight this category? Like, if you look at the odds, people. Yeah, you can say Ferrari might be number 2. Actually, let's switch that. Let's go Ferrari number 2. Let's go Mission Impossible number 3. Zone of Interest 4, Maestro 5. Save it. Call it there. Dunskies. Visual effects. What am I thinking with Poor Things? Whoa, what was I thinking? That's an idiot choice, Chase. Zone maybe sneaking there. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Poor Things is not going to win visual effects. There's no freaking way. But I hated the creator. So this is probably something where, my bias is getting in. To me, Napoleon's visual effects were fantastic. Same with Mission Impossibles. So let's put Guardians actually at number 5. Then it's not going to win. Napoleon. Let's go Napoleon number 2. I think the creator will no, but it's BAFTAs. Can the BAFTAs go for Napoleon here? I think the creator should win. So you think the creator should win but won't. So that's Stuber. What do you think will win at the BAFTAs? Because maybe I'll switch my category to what you think. So the sound and design and zone could win. True. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of things where it's like, will people play it safe? And that's what I want to go with. I'm going with the safe categories right now. But, of course, BAFTAs kind of absolutely goes bonkers with what they're doing to do. Let me go up real quick to see, is visual effects. Oh, so it's visual effects casting. So I do have a couple more for the British. But I do think sound, though, when going back at sound. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's switch Zone of Interest number 3. No, let's go Zone of Interest number 2. Ferrari 3. Let's switch it there. But I do think they're going to play safe with that category. I truly think so. The creator got, yeah. I'll go with the creator here, but if Napoleon wins, I'll be stoked. But like I said, I just didn't like Creator as a movie. Kind of like that. Best casting. I chose All of Us Strangers. The reason I chose All of Us Strangers is because that's a very British film. But the weird thing is with All of Us Strangers, Andrew Scott did not get didn't get it. So you're thinking, can All of Us Strangers get it? However, I feel like it's a British film. And, yep, do the creator. Dunski's creator has been picked. You're 100% right. We are doing the creators. All right, for casting, I think I'm going to keep All of Us Strangers. Like I said, it's a British film. And even though they do like the holdovers because the younger actor, this is a hard one. Of course, Anatomy of the Fall does have the young actors also blind as well. Oof, this is a tough one, but doesn't really matter on a point. I think I'm gonna stick with All of Us Strangers. Who's texting me right now? Oh, my mom. Looks like a success. All right, cool. All right, but I think All of Us Strangers, Anatomy of Fall, holdovers. Why not? All right, next, I think, like I said, it is animated feature. I'm going with The Boy and the Hero on here. Please let me know if I'm crazy. How to have sex. What a title. I know, right? Yeah. So how to have sex. That's all I'm gonna put. Okay, all right. Yeah, there you go. Oh, funny stuff. All right, I'm going Born the Hero on here, people. I think I think that's what it's gonna be. I have no other reason to say it. I think that's all I'm gonna say. I don't think Spider-Man has the British smell, if you want to put it that way. Born the Hero is Japanese. And is it a Planned Parenthood movie? No, How to Have Sex is literally a girl. It's a British movie where a girl goes to a festival who is a virgin. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't know if she wants to have sex with this guy. But her friend is promiscuous and does have sex. So I think that's what the whole thing is, does she want to have sex at this festival? I think that's what the whole movie's about. Have I seen the movie? No. I've never seen Born the Hero. It's a good movie. But like I said, to me, the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was a fine film. I was never really in love with that film. I thought it was too long for what I was going to do. It took a little bit too long. I think the spot protagonist in Spider-Man was very weak, where it was goofy, then all of a sudden it's very serious and he gets his powers like this. But that's just my guess. So Born the Hero, though, I think it will win at the BAFTAs. I think I have one more category in this one. Yeah. 20 Days of Marple. Yep, this is... Oh, no, I can choose foreign film. Boom. All right. 20 Days of Marple. I think this is going to win. Period. Ukraine. It's a very serious topic, and I have nothing else to say. I really don't. Best foreign film. Anatomy of the Fall, Zone of Interest, Past Lives, Zone of Date, 20 Days of Marple, Society of the Snow. I'm going to switch Society of the Snow to number 3, actually. 20 Days at number 5, because it's going to win the document. Didn't seem finished to me. Yeah, it wasn't a finished movie, especially at the very end, where it's like you're supposed to try to figure out who's who and what. It's just it almost I know people are going to hate this analogy, but it felt like Spider-Man 3, where they put so much on the screen. And maybe also the chase sequence where Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 2099, if I'm not mistaken. How can Miles Morales out-spider power thousands of Spider-Man, and he's the newest Spider-Man? Is his powers really that good that his spider senses are the best out of all the Spider-Mans, and he could get away from every single Spider-Man? I don't believe it on any freaking level. But anyway, Anatomy of the Fall here, I think, is the winner. It could be Zone of Interest, though. It's one of the two, but I'm going with Anatomy of the Fall. Even though Society of the Snow is more the British film. Here, I lied. I chose Zone of Interest for the British film. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep Zone of Interest. No, dude. Zone's taking... But okay, here it is. 20 Days of Marple is free on YouTube. All right, here you go. 7 Days at Sea, though. Question. I'm now moving to Best British Film. What is going to win Best British Film? Is it going to be Zone of Interest? Poor Things Are All of Us Strangers? That's my question to every single one of you. Even all the 7 of you or 6 of you or 8 of you out there. I don't care. We're talking. We're having fun right now. So you're going with... I Rain for Best British Film. You're going that one. In the odds, that's number 6 right now. That's number 6. You're thinking All of Us Strangers. That's number 3. Yeah, I mean, Zone of Interest is the British film, technically. And if you want to put it technical, Anatomy of the Fall is French. Is French. Maybe Wonka. Heck, Wonka's not the last one. The Old Oak is. Actually, Scrapper, sorry. Love that film. One of the best Sundance films I saw in 2023. Zone of Interest, Anatomy of the Fall. You guys are making me think, do I need to switch my things? Because we're doing this together. It's not my category. It's our category. And if people think it is going to be All of Us Strangers, we're switching it to all our Zone of Interest. We're switching it to Zone of Interest. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So, yeah, Scraper was such a good movie. All right, the question is now, since we just switched zone of interest to foreign film, are we putting Lie Lane or All of Us Strangers for Best British Film? Which one are we thinking? Which ones are we thinking? I know, no clue. BAFTAs is it? I think, because I mean, you guys are kind of right when you think about it. Zone of Interest, while it was British, had a worldly appeal. What British film had a British appeal to it? All right, so let's slowly move this up. Slowly move this up. All right, man, that's hard. Zone of Interest is all in German, I know. So, that is right. Oh my god, but it's right. It's weird. Zone of Interest is all in German, but it's considered a British film. I know. It's a lot of things you got to think about. All right. Poor Things could win because it's. I know. All right. Since we're doing Zone of Interest, people are saying Poor Things will win. I mean, Yorgos did not get the director nom. All of Us Strangers did. Is that something to think about? We're going to do this. All of Us Strangers, because he did get the director nom. So if he got the director nom, why not give him this category when Yorgos did not get the director's nom? So let's go with... I know you're right. All of Us doesn't seem the best fit here. Because I do think All of Us... that's what I'm going with now. What got director? All of Us Strangers did. Oh my god. They did pick Banshees. They did. That is very British. That is a very British film. So pick Poor Things. All right, we're doing Poor Things. All right, but I'll put All of Us 2, Lie Rain 3. All right, I think that is it for just has such a good write-up. People are crazy for it. Honestly, I still haven't seen All of Us Stranger. I think for me, it is hitting Hulu this week or next week, or I think the 22nd of February, actually. For Rising Star, I chose Jacob Elordi just because of Priscilla, Saltburn, and other films. So that's my get there. And that is it for BAFTA. All right. That was a little bit longer than I thought. That was about 30 minutes. That's fine. We will go now to make your predictions. And we will go to Oscars. Let's update this sucker. All right. I think a lot of these are going to be pretty simple. But let's go there. All right. So, of course, when looking at best Oscars, according to Gold Derby, Oppenheimer and Holdovers are 1 and 2. I agree with that. I actually agree with a lot of this. If I had to, let's go with my order of my favorite movies of, in the Oscar category. To me, Past Lives will be Past Lives was a walking simulator for me. I got nothing out of Past Lives. I understand the whole did you marry the right person, your love of your life, the past, but that doesn't get to me. I'm sorry. If you want to make me cry, cancerous kids, dead dogs, that is going to get me to cry. But there's rumor of a place for Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow. Oh, I've heard that, and that is one of the worst castings you could ever do for Jack Sparrow. Just don't redo a Jack Sparrow at that point. Jack Sparrow is Johnny Depp. Just make a different character. You don't need to make another Jack Sparrow. Oh, no. Do not go deaf on me, computer. All right. But if I want to go my top 10, Past Lives, Maestro. Zone of Interest is number 8 for me because I haven't seen it. Thank you. 7 Days at Sea. Past Lives is a walking simulator. I'm going to go Barbie. To me, I got nothing out of Barbie. American Fiction was pretty good, but is that a best picture? Killers 5. I have to go with actually Poor Things 5, Killers 4, Nightmare in the Fall 3, Holdovers 2, and number 1, Oppenheimer. But if I was picking out of these movies, I would choose the Holdovers to win. But I don't like that character. I hear that, but I don't like that character would be replaced. 100%. 100%. Jack Sparrow. Yeah, 100%. That's all. You're 100% right. 100%. But I think this is Oppenheimer's award. They're going to give it to Nolan, so let's save it here. Director, I was the one of the right people who had named the fall in here for the longest time. I knew Greta was going to get snubbed from day one, so I had nothing else to say about that. But this is Christopher Nolan's category. What else do you want me to say? There's not a lot to say in this one. Yeah, I need to watch Zone. I really do. Hopefully, like I said, I'm shocked for when we get to foreign films. I actually just saw The Teacher's Lounge, which I was actually shocked how much I liked it. So we'll get to that soon. I mean, I had the review up, so if anyone hasn't seen that. All right, for this one, there is a YouTuber out there for Best Actress who hates Nyad. To me, I don't know why people don't like Nyad. I think Nyad was a great film about a 65-year-old swimming from Cuba to Florida. And Annette Bening, if you're thinking, could they give to just... Oof, they could. They could. But I do think at this time for director... You're right, though. Let's switch that to number 2. That's a good thing for that, Stuart. To that number 2. But I do think the Academy really wants to give it to Oppenheimer this year. Honestly, to Christopher Nolan. All right, then Best Actress, like I said, I do think this is Emma Stone's, personally. Oh, yeah, no, if Nolan does not win, shit will go crazy. That's all I can say there. But for Best Actress, I think this is Emma Stone, personally, for what she did. To me, I think Lily Gladstone was a supporting. She was in bed a lot. Yeah, she did good stuff here and there. But Emma Stone did put her body on the line. So, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. But that's what I'm saying. Going back to the point of Nyad, though, sorry about that, is Annette Bening, that is acting. She literally did the stunts. She did the swimming. That is what you have to do to get an Oscar nomination. So, I'm not mad at Annette Bening's nomination. You think Lily... I could see them choosing Lily for the, the first time ever for a Native American woman to get the Oscar. But it's very interesting. I'm going to stick with Emma Stone for right now. But like I said, this is my final Oscar prediction because starting, I want to say 1 March, I'm going to be somewhere else for the Oscars. I'll be hiatus for 2 weeks in another country for work. And with that, I'm still going to have movies up every day, so maybe some, phone ones as well. But, just old stuff I've been holding off on. So that's why I'm doing this right now, and you probably won't see my live reaction for Oscars because, like I said, I'll be doing some nonstop work for 2 weeks somewhere else. But yeah, Lily Stoner, thank you. Annette was great in that movie. Should win too. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think Emma Stone should win for what she did portray her body. Yes, you can say, oh, because she did full frontal nudity, she should be, Oscar. No, but just her acting like a baby, doing those interesting things, it's something I haven't really seen done before. So that's why. All right, this one, I think SAG will give the win to Lily. That's when is the SAGs? I will get that later, but. I mean, I don't even think I did the prediction for the SAGs yet. All right, here, look at the odds on Gold Derby, people. 69-20 for both Paul Giamatti and Cillian Murphy. I'm going with Paul Giamatti. As you can see, I chose it at 11-2. Even though I love the Holdovers, I think this is the Jamie Lee Curtis Award for Paul Giamatti. I did not like the Jamie Lee Curtis Award last year whatsoever. I thought it was one of the weakest awards you could give that year. I'll also say, after watching Everything Everywhere All at Once on a second or third try, the movie does go downhill for me. Some of the weird humor doesn't stick as well as I thought, but that's just my personal opinion. The SAGs will be held a week from tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, or today. A week from today, actually. But I also think the SAGs are on Netflix, too. So that's another thing as well. But I think this is Paul Giamatti's award. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm going with Giamatti, too, I think. Here's the final thing, though. Will Cillian Murphy ever be nominated for an Oscar again? Or is this his one and done? Because I think Paul Giamatti will have another chance of getting nominated again. Cillian Murphy, though, I don't know. But I think this is going to be Paul Giamatti's award. All right, supporting actress. Do I even have to discuss this category, people? The answer is no. Divine Joy Randolph is going to win. She deserves the win. The most disgusting one is America Ferrera being in this category, honestly. Yeah, I think Paul. I think we're in the consensus here with everyone in the chat that Paul is going to be the winner. All right, I think Divine Joy Randolph, there is no other way to say this. She's going to win. Next. Nope, yeah, I just don't see it either. Best Supporting Actor, I think, again, this is a wash. Even Sterling K. Brown. See, I was also one of the rare people. That's why I was number 6. Not because of, it's just reading the room of Sterling K. Brown. Just read the tea leaves. The tea leaves. You guys see what's out there. Sterling K. Brown was going to get an Oscar nomination for this role. This is, like he even said, Robert Downey Jr. is going to win this one. So Robert Downey Jr. is going to win this one. So I think the supporting actor and actress, which I think those are the first 2 categories that are usually named at the Oscars, it's not going to be surprises. Yes, huge sweep, exactly. Divine Joy Randolph was such a good character as playing as a grieving mother and cook in that film. 100% agree. Loved that role. Personally, though, I do think Sterling K. Brown, I mean, he had probably the smallest role in that movie, and probably I would say, did it need to be an Oscar-nominated role? No, but let's just skip this category. Pretty simple. All right. I chose American Fiction. Am I crazy for thinking that? Like I said, I've done this a long time ago. So I'm going back into this of like, why did I choose this? Let's think here. And I'm mad at myself because I could have been like number 2. I had Zone of Interest getting into this and Killers getting snubbed every single other poll except this one. I forgot to change this one. Could Sandra, like I said, if I had the right monitor setup, I would totally put if Sandra Hüller won BAFTA, could she be the dark horse? No, it could win. Are you snub? Are you talking about American Fiction? Like I said, I'm so sorry for the setup. I'm an amateur here. Precious did one adaptation. I'm going to keep American Fiction. I think this one struck a chord at the Toronto Film Festival. And I think I'm going to keep American Fiction. I think this has a chance of getting it. Zone of Interest, that was a dark horse. I don't think it's going to get it here. Poor Things. Okay, let's be honest, people. Barbie's screenplay was all over the place. Let's be honest. It doesn't make sense. People are saying it's smart, witty, but okay, let's okay. This is where I like talking about stuff, and like I talk to people in the chat about this stuff. Let's talk about Barbie's screenplay for a second. If you're in Barbie Land, and when they go to mess up Barbie's house, they have the map of America. It's one of the worst drawn maps of America. Sure, that makes sense because they've never been out of Barbie Land. Yet, when Margot Robbie's Barbie talks to the daughter, she gets called a fascist. Barbie randomly knows about the Italy fascist railway. How the hell would Margot Robbie know about fascism in Italy and railways? Makes no sense. That proves that the writers Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig had little jabs of, their own personal funness into the film, which I understand that, but it doesn't make a great screenplay. There is nothing in that screenplay that makes sense. It's literally singing. It's, hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken. Hi, Barbie. I'll beat you off. No, I will beat you off. It's like, What? That is a screenplay to win an Oscar? Unfucking believable. That's my first F-bomb and cussing on this stream. But really? I just can't enough. I know, right? I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, when we'll talk about can't enough when we get to the songs. But to me, American Fiction is a bold prediction because who wrote Oppenheimer? Was it Christopher Nolan? Will they do a Parasite and give like Parasite screenplay, director, picture, and him get 3 Oscars? Will they do the same thing with Oppenheimer? With Oppenheimer, director, picture with Christopher Nolan? But again, Cord Jefferson is his first time. You're going with Zone. Ooh, a ballsy. That's interesting because that means Kenneth Glazer could get his Oscar. What am I doing? Why is Barbie number 3? All right, just me talking. Let's do that. All right, I'm going to go American Fiction, Oppenheimer, Zone of Interest. I think that's a good one. All right, next one. Original. I'm going Zone of Interest. And Man of the Fall. Wrote it in first. So let's say that's the I can see Oppenheimer also because apparently no one wrote it in first person. Oh, shit. Did not know that. Like I said, that is one where I'm saying right now, but I won't lie, I might change it. But, we'll see what is on the tea leaves for all the other things happening. But I don't know how much love is in the Oscars for American Fiction. I think a pretty solid amount, but I can see going to Oppenheimer. Original screenplay, I just think Anatomy of the Fall is through and throughout. Yeah, exactly. I think Anatomy of the Fall is 100% going to win this one. Holdovers, if Anatomy of the Fall wasn't in here, Holdovers would be the win, but Anatomy of the Fall for this one. I think this one's a lot easier to choose than Adapted, but Anatomy of the Fall is going to win this one. All right, next one. Cinematography, do we really have to even talk about this one? Do we? It's going to be Oppenheimer, and to me, Poor Things would be number 2 because it is unique. I'll give it that. But Oppenheimer is going to win this one through and throughout. Yeah, what else do I have to say? Some of these are like, okay, costume design, this is where I'm going to have to go with Barbie instead of Poor Things because this is where I'm now thinking, are people in the Oscars pissed off that Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig got snubbed? Okay, snubbed. So are they going to try to give Barbie as much love as possible in other categories? Maybe. Also, this is another category. I think I was 5 off for 5 for one. I did put Oppenheimer. I was pretty good. I did pretty good in some of these categories. I won't lie. But yeah, I think Barbie's going to win this one just because I think there are some snobby people that really want Barbie to win some Oscars. All right, film editing. Same way with BAFTA that we just talked about. I think Oppenheimer and Anatomy of the Fall are, the 2 choices, but it's Oppenheimer's to win. And that's what I'm saying. It's just going to be like a Mad Max Fury Road where Oppenheimer wins all the below-the-line categories, and maybe they do a couple here and there for above the line. That's what I'm saying. Will they give Oppenheimer screenplay? Because when you look at it right now, editing, sound, score, supporting actor, director, picture, that's already 5 Oscars right there. Is that right? Picture, director, supporting actor, sound. No, that's already 6. 6. Will they really give 7 for screenplay for Oppenheimer and go that hard in the paint? I don't know. But, I don't know. Costume design, but I can see Poor Things. I could see it, but like I said, I truly think the Oscars are going to have a Barbenheimer fest when it comes to some of these below-the-line categories. Best hair and makeup, as you can see, I have Society of a Soul number 2. Exactly. 100% agree. They're going to make sure Barbie wins at least 1 or 2 categories. And for a fact it's going to win song at least. 100% going to win the song category through and throughout. As you can see here, can Society of the Snow be... I think people are going hard for Maestro because of Bradley Cooper's face. But if I was an Oscar voter, I would give Society of the Snow with all those burns, all the snow effects inside the snow. Team Gulda. Actually, I'm probably one of the few people out there that saw Gulda in theaters via Phantom events. I'll give it one thing though. Gulda, that Helen Mirror, you cannot tell it's Helen Mirror whatsoever. Period. Dot. So good makeup on that part. So with that, let's put Gulda at number 3 because it is pretty some damn good makeup. I would give it to Society of the Snow though. I would surely give it to Society of the Snow. It'll be fun when Maestro wins makeup and Bradley gets thinking he could win. Yeah, poor Bradley. I mean, I said poor Bradley. Okay, first off, no poor Bradleys, because at a point, these are just trophies that put on a shelf for fun, shits and giggles. I do think, I do, like, you read some of these people that are like, oh yeah, the trophies are kind of in the closet, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, what's going to eat Barbie? But oh god, David, I told you I will eat a sock, and I swear to God, I will put a sock in boiling water, microwave it, and cut it like a fine filet mignon, and I will eat the sock. Not the whole sock, though, because it'll probably be like a toe sock, but I will do it. I will do it. Production design, like I said, this is where I think Poor Things could win. Just because Barbie is a 50-50 movie when it comes to production design. Barbie Land, fantastic. Poor Things, everywhere. And then will the international vote come into play? Yeah, I know. See, exactly. I think this one I'm switching to Poor Things. Just because I do think, yeah, Barbie, yeah, you could say that, but they're going to want to go hard in the paint for Barbie. But then when you think about this, is Poor Things' only win going to be Emma Stone? And maybe might not even be Emma Stone. Because at this point, think about this, people. Think about this. Let's just say Barbie wins production design and costumes. The only chance Poor Things has to win is actress. At the same point, the only chance Killers of the Flower Moon has to win is Best Actress. So there you go. Which film will go home with 0 Oscars? Poor Things or Killers of the Flower Moon? That's for you to decide. But let's change production design to Poor Things because I do think that does look more incredible. See, I think it was gonna win all the song. You think Barbie's just gonna win song? Barbie's gonna win production design? That's why. Oh, you guys are killing me because everyone here is smart. Everyone here has some smart reasonings. I think I'm gonna have to go with Barbie. I'm switching to Barbie. I think I'm gonna go with that Stuber because I think he has a point of American. Everyone wants Barbie to win. Oh, shit. American Forever got him for Barbie. I'm sorry. 7 Days at Sea, you got downloaded off the island this time. I'm sorry. Best score. People hate this category. I could see why on some levels because Indiana Jones, Terrifier 2. I mean, so with Terrifier 2, I showed my dad the scene in the bedroom with the salt and the bleach, and he was pretty disgusted by it. So there's that. All right, best score. Oppenheimer's winning this one. Like I said, this one is a very simplistic choice that is going to win. American Fiction, I don't remember the score. I know it's jazzy. You will celebrate my correction at sea. Hey, if you are right 7 Days at Sea, I will call you out every time. He was right. 7 Days at Sea was right, and I got nothing to show for it. But yeah. If I would have chose, I think I would have rather had Side of the Snow on this category, but Oppenheimer, let's not beat a dead horse. All right, people, this is where you guys say Marine Corps. USAF. But I mean, I love it where people go with USMC and they say, oh, the Navy's with them. I'm like, oh yeah, tell a Marine that they're in the Navy. Shit, they will get their fucking shit rocked if someone said someone in the Marine Corps is in the Navy. Some people are idiots. All right. I'm going with I'm Just Ken. The reason I'm going with I'm Just Ken is it's just more fun, and it is the song that everyone keeps singing. Like I said, Ken Enough. What David was saying before. Ken Enough. Or was it David? Or was it, no, it was BD. BD! You're the one that said Ken Enough. So, that's why I'm going with I'm Just Ken. I think it's more of the fun song. Look at last year, RRR won, which that should have been Indian's choice for Best Picture, but that's another topic for another day. So, I'm going with I'm Just Ken. I think it's more fun. I think it's just more fun. That's all I'm going to say. And I think that's it. All right. Best sound. Another one where I think Oppenheimer, like I'm saying, with all these below-the-line categories and a lot of above-the-line categories with director, picture, supporting actor, will Oppenheimer be the one for supporting or being for adapted screenplay? That's why I'm going with American Fiction. But yeah, best sound, Oppenheimer. There's not a lot to really think about. What Was I Made For is about the movie. Why is this movie made? That shit funny. 7 Days at Sea. That shit funny. But, I mean, facts. Visual effects. All right. I know, David, I was wrong. I'm sorry. But I'll still eat the sock if Barbie wins. All right. Godzilla Minus One just had something in Hollywood, and little did I know, if Godzilla Minus One, zone for sound on. See, that's the problem with me though with saying zone for sound. It's for me. Ken is never. Anyway, ha, David. All right. I know this creator for best sound was freaking wild. Oh, yeah, let's go back to sound. The snub for sound was Zone of Interest. People, let's be honest. That plane crash scene, don't eat a sock. I won't eat a sock because I know for a fact Barbie's not winning Best Picture, but I will have it on there. Going back to sound. Why is Society of the Snow not on here? The plane crash scene, the snow effects, the snow sound should have been on here. That's all I'm going to say. Visual effects, another one. Why isn't Society of the Snow here? Why isn't it? The plane crash scene, guys, the plane crash scene where they show the broken ankles and the feet getting crushed was so devastatingly bad. In a good way, but also in a bad way. Because it makes you think, like, oh my God, I never thought about that. I never thought about how people would die in a plane crash. And that is absolutely bonkers. But here, Godzilla Minus One, yes. This had like a $10 million budget, all right? And you could go with the thing that Godzilla Minus One, first Godzilla movie to get nominated, as well as, it would be, I think, the first female to win. Even first female to get nominated. I didn't know that. So you're thinking, oh shit, will that play into it? But the creator did get sound as well. So it makes you think creator will probably get it. I mean, I won't lie, the creator did look fantastic, even though I hated the movie. But I'm going to go with Godzilla Minus One because I'm going with the RRR category where I think this is going to be more fun overall. Alright, animated feature for this one, I'm not going to discuss a lot because it's pretty damn simple. Spider-Man is going to win this one through and throughout. I got nothing more to say. It is Godzilla's 70th anniversary too. But yeah, I'm going to go with Godzilla Minus One. I'm going to go with it. Spider-Man, Across the Universe, Spider-Verse. I got nothing else to say about that one. Alright, this one though. Alright, I kind of feel like an idiot. And you're thinking, Chase, why do you feel like an idiot with this category? I feel like an idiot because I didn't do research. If I would have known the Internal Memory was the same filmmaker as The Mole Agent, I would have put Eternal Memory in this category. Oh, I feel like an idiot because I was one of the rare people. Also, if you go back to I think in 2018, 2019, I was like one of the people that had 100-1 odds for The Mole Agent and got it in. All right, what do we have from David? Japan is as expensive as So they had such visual effects and limited budget. It's just pure talent. Absolutely. I think it's notable about the creator VFX and enormous. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The creator and Godzilla Minus One both had very minimal budgets compared to Napoleon, compared to Guardian of the Galaxy, compared to Mission Impossible. So that is why I'm going with it. Then I'm also going back. Guess what won? Ex Machina won. No one thought Ex Machina won was going to win for Best Supporting or Best Visual Effects either. So that's why it's like, okay, interesting. I wonder if I need to switch my light in this room. Oh, well, whatever. It is what it is. But we're just having fun in this. I'm going off my tablet camera right now. I'll probably need to buy a better webcam, but that's through in and throughout. We'll do it differently. Anyway, To Kill a Tiger. I guess I'm saying that's my fault. Because if I would have read that synopsis, I think I would have put To Kill a Tiger in there as well. Just because of how the subject matter for that. I really want to watch To Kill a Tiger to see what actually occurs. I need to watch Bobby Wine still. But I do think 20 days, Ukraine, with everything going on in Congress right now, with should we fund them or not? In my opinion, it needs to be a loan if we are going to give money like that, like $60 billion. Just because of everything happening in other states, cities in America right now. And then, yeah, I don't want to get political, but I think that's going to win because of the Ukraine conflict. But there's that. There is that. I remember he gave us the... Okay. I'm not going to say that 7 Days at Sea, but people could read it in the chat. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Best international film. Okay. I still haven't seen Perfect Days, and I still haven't seen El Capitano. Can anyone tell me where I can find El Capitano? And this is another category where I'm really pissed off at myself because I had Perfect Days for the longest time, but then my little bitch ass self said, oh, maybe I need to put that French film about tasting food. Nope. Trust your gut. Trust your freaking gut. I actually have Teacher's Lounge. I actually saw it in theaters. I'm shocked that Teacher's Lounge was at a theater near me. I thought it was a pretty good film. Really good. My opinion, yes, the teacher stole it because how many people have the same blouse? That's all I'm going to say. I still need to see Perfect Days, and I still need to see El Capitano. If I chose, though, I would probably still choose The Side of the Snow. J.A., who directed that, he also directed The Impossible, another fantastic film, even though I think he directed one of the worst Jurassic World movies with the fifth one. I hated that film. But when he has a story about loss, about the human survival elements, he knows what he's doing. But Zone of Interest is the safest bet. Jonathan Glazer is going to win this Oscar. God, this, I'm not sick. I just stuffy right now. All right, okay, people. This is where I need everyone's help from the last three categories. Letter to a Pig. War is Over. 95 Seasons. Pachydermy or Uniform. What is winning? El Capitano comes to theaters in March. Good to know. I'll be watching that hopefully before March 10th. All right, like I said, let's finish. I'm drinking alcohol to maybe help the cold, even though I don't feel sick. What am I picking? I haven't seen any of these. Has anyone seen any of these? I don't even know why I chose 95 Seasons. Why that's my number one. Should I be safe and do Letters to a Pig? What is Letters to a Pig even about? Let's see. Let's go. Let's Google this. Google. Yeah. Thanks for your help, Stuper. Thanks you. Okay, what is it? Letters of a Pig. Is that what it's called? Letter to a Pig. A Holocaust survivor reads a letter he wrote to the pig who saved his life. People say I should go to Letterboxd and do it there and see what each one of these get. Okay, yep. Letters. So let's do that. Let's see what Letterboxd. Letter to a Pig. What? Letterboxd. 3.2. That is kind of low. That's kind of low. So let's go war is over, exclamation point. This one is a 2.9, so it's even worse. Interesting. So let's go 95 census. So many ads. Wait, did I spell that wrong? Oh, I need an E. Huh? I need an E. Idiot! Alright, what's this one have? 3.8. So this one has the highest right now. This is about a heartfelt depiction of a man faces his own mortality when reflecting on the grave mistakes of his youth. Interesting. Now let's try this one. Should we just go by the letterbox score, people? Because we have no idea what the hell we're talking about here. How do I get rid of these stupid-ass ads? So annoying. Alright. It's weird that all these are 2022. This has a 3.5. Every summer stays at her grandparents' country for a few days. It's summer and the monster is going to die. Okay. And then our uniform. Our uniform is the only one from 2023, apparently. 3.3. An Iranian girl unfolds her school memories through the wrinkles and fabrics of her old uniform. She admits that she's nothing but a female. Why is female in quotations? Anyway. So according to this, if we really want to go by letterbox, I guess that's why I chose 95 census. So we're going to stick with going... war is over is awful. Oh, it's about abusement. All right, that's why I guess I chose 95 seasons. We're going to stick with 95 seasons. All right, best documentary. All right, I didn't choose The Island in Between because I know for a fact that one is about climate change. I don't think that has enough oomph anymore to... I think climate change, even though people talk about it, I think people are a little bit tired of it because when you see people like destroying monuments in the name of climate change, people kind of get old. But of course, we're talking about Hollywood here. The Barber of Little Rock explores a racial wealth gap. Financial engines that create wealth. It's only got a 3.3. So let's just do all of them to see what the letterbox score is. The Island in Between. So we have one about... So that's what I've noticed too with all these shorts and documentaries on that level. I had to just go by what was politically relevant because everything they choose is about politics. So, yep. Okay, no, is why. Okay, this is not what I thought about. This is about tensions. But is that really about climate change? So, I got a 3.0. Okay, so that's actually lower than the Barber Little Rock one. I actually chose this one at the last second. I did choose the transgender one, thinking, transgender is a hot topic. I lied, and I didn't get it. So let's continue on with this one, though. Grandma and Grandma is a 3.8. It says pretty solid. A multi-generational story talking about people's grandmas. So that's going to be a heartfelt one for sure. The Last Repair Shop. So right now, when going by letterbox score, Grandma and Grandma is the highest with 3.8. Where can you see shorts? That's a good question. I have no idea where we could watch these shorts at. I know for a fact there might be something on YouTube in the future. Okay, The Last Repair Shop. In a Willow House in L.A., craftsmen people maintain musical instruments. Okay, another 3.8. That sounds like it's a very good heartfelt. Okay, this is in the USA. So, The Last Repair Shop looks like it's on Hulu. I do think it looks like a lot of these are on Netflix, Hulu, or YouTube. A lot of these short stories. Okay, first off, talk about movies. Drive Away Dolls looks fucking horrendous, but I could be wrong. All right, and the book, ABC's a book banning. Let's see what this sucker is. Eternal Memory Doc for Daughters and Bunches. Okay, there you go. 7 Days at Sea. A lot of these are on Peacock. Thank you for that. And the ABCs of book banning. This only got a 3.0. So this did not do good, apparently. But this is also lazy. Oh my god. Okay. Here's the problem with book banning, people. Okay, this was on Paramount Plus. So what you're asking, that Stuber, looks like if you go to Letterbox and type these on Letterbox, it actually shows where all of these are streaming at. So that might actually help you a lot. Hot Sizzle 10 here. Yes, Hot Sizzle. On Letterbox, I don't think so. Maybe I am. Let's see what my Letterbox username is. Nope, Letterbox is the blue futon. But Hot Sizzle 10 is my Gold Derby and Xbox gamer tag. So, okay, the ABC's book banning. I'm curious of what they consider book banning, because there's a difference between banning books and just not having books. Book banning is like burning a book and never having it available. There's a difference between that and then showing 10th graders how to give BJs or how to go on Grindr websites. Like, that's not banning a book. That is basically saying, yo, you're 10, you don't need to know the difference, or you don't need to know how to go on Grindr. That's not book banning. So with Gold Derby, I think I'm going to stick with The Last Repair Shop, because that is the highest on Letterboxd as well. We're going to go with that. Last category, people. I don't think we have to really discuss this one, because I think we know who's going to win this one. Wes Anderson is going to win his first Oscar. And his Oscar is going to be on a short. That is freaking hysterical. But while we are here, let's talk about every movie, what it's about. Like I said, The Wonderful Story of Sugar Henry, we know when that one is. And that one's on Netflix right now. Night of Fortune. No one knew what this one was. So let's see what Night of Fortune is. Like I said, we're doing this together, people. People are probably dipping out. I understand. Loss of a Loved One. Okay. Fair enough. And this is a 3.5. So it's a grieving movie. 3.5, not bad. Not bad on Rotten or on Gold or on Letterboxd. And then what do we have here? We have Invincible, which I actually changed this one for the last second. Right here. Based on a story about a 14-year-old and a quest for freedom. 3.6. So it's pretty good overall. Red, White, and Blue. I think this is about an abortion. That's the only reason why I chose this one, because it's about abortion. Like I said, for some of these, you really have to go by politicalness. Oh, there's 2 Red, White, and Blues. Arkansas for abortion. Yep. Shocker. 3.5 as well. I guess at a point, I think I do move a lot. And I do move if I don't like what I like. And I think people are very complacent on what they do with life. They didn't. I think one book did. I'm not saying all books did. I think there was one book that did. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get political, but there was one that said how to go on dating sites. Like I said, there was one. I don't remember what book it was, but let's go. I don't want to pull it up. Let's go on my phone real quick. We are about to do a 30-second delay. Book about kids going. Oh God, I don't want to put this on, because you know what, guys, I'm about to be FBI on an FBI search. How do I know about Grindr? Because just people. Okay, apparently. Okay, yeah. So right here, it looks like how I know about it, just because I did research about Grindr. That's the only reason I know about it. So it looks like it's called "This Book Is Gay," and let's see here. This book is gay. Uses kid-friendly terms like blowies to describe immediate acts, launching the graphic stuff about imagery. Let's see here. And it does go into talks about. So yeah. So like I said, yeah. So there is books about there. Research. Ha ha ha. David, you got me. No, I listen to some other YouTubers and they talk about it. That's the only reason I know about it. But I won't lie. If you know what, just to show you my phone and what I am on, because why not on it? I am on Bumble, Match, and Hinge. So I'm on those 3. I was on eHarmony, but that one sucks. Tinder, nah, I'm not into the whole, one night stand kind of things. But yeah, now we're getting personal here, and I don't care. That's just who I am as a person. Let's just talk about it. The After 2.6. Damn, The After is really, it's the funniest death scene I've seen. It was just insane. I love Grindr, by the way, but we're all welcome here. And like I said, I don't care what you're into, but like I said, there's mine. Bumble, Match, Hinge. I still have eHarmony, Tinder, and Christian Mingle, but I don't even know why I have eHarmony and Christian Mingle, Tinder, so on here. But yeah, I don't care. We're all 18 over. Who gives a shit? Anyway, so now I'm curious, The After, what is so hilarious about the death scene? Maybe I have to watch it. You gotta tell me where I could watch The After. It's awful. It won't win. Yeah. So where'd you find? 7 Days to See? Where'd you watch? Love is love. Exactly. Love is freaking love. Love is love. All right, and the wonderful story of Sugar Henry. Like I said, I think that's the one that's gonna do it. Like I said, no, I don't. I try to talk politics on this stuff because people have different opinions. And like I said, though, every time I do a video, and everyone is it's like, that's a shitty take. You're a horrible reviewer. Or if I hate a movie, like I did not like Anyone But You, the chick flick with Glenn Powell. But people are like, I love this movie. No, I'm super glad you love that movie. I'm just giving you my opinion. No one in their right mind should go to my channel, should be like, oh my God, Chase hated X. Not like the movie X, even though I thought X was very overrated of a film. But so that means I refuse to watch it because Chase hates it. Never do that. If a movie looks interesting to you, watch it. Simple as that. Like I that's my frustration with the world today, is my brother does it too. Like my brother watches his YouTubers and he goes, oh, if that person likes it, then I'm not going to like it. Bro, you got to have your own personal opinion on what you think should happen or what you think is going to occur. But that's just my thing. Like you said, love is love. I don't care what you are. But at a point, I do think, like, you also do think about things that happen, like, just in today's day and age, is like, what is age appropriate nowadays? It's one of those things where, and also I think the definitions are skew of, like, banning on definitions of, like, if you want to call it racism, sexism, the isms, the fascists. Honestly, I don't even know what a fascist is anymore, because it just is thrown around so much where I'm like, I don't know what it is anymore. I almost felt like Barbie when they're like, why are you calling me a fascist? Because at a point you're just like, okay, you're just throwing words at me now. I don't even think you know what it is. I think reviews should be seen as the heart is in the way as they start the discussion at the end. Exactly. 100%. Like I said, am I saying like Barbie is a trash movie? No. There was some shit where I laughed. I laughed at a good amount of it. But as an Oscar-winning movie, no. Would I watch Barbie again? No. Do I own it? No. But it is what it is. Like I said, if someone loves Barbie, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you love that type of films. This is not for me. But yeah, that is really it for the Oscars. And like I said, I can do more. I'm not going to, look how many predictions you can make. First off, Grammys, one of the worst things ever. Well, apparently makeup and hairstyle already did. There's still visual effects, costumes in a couple of days. What else do we have? The SAGs are the 24th. Producers Guild, the 25th. Independent Spirit Awards, the 25th. Cinema Audio Society, the 2nd. American Cinematographers, the 3rd. Golden Reel Awards, the 2nd. The Eddies, which I'm pretty sure that is, of course, editing, March 3rd. I know what's interesting, they don't have the Razzies on here anymore. They used to be able to do the Razzies. So anyway, that is, okay, well, here's the thing. All the books are available to the public library if kids really want to see them, but I don't feel like they should be in schools. 100%. 7 Days at Sea, 100%. Agree. Like, it's a public library for a reason. And, assigning books in school, I guess growing up, too, Like, it's hard for me to remember what books I read in a movie. People are like, oh, I remember reading, Huckleberry Finn or reading other books. I couldn't tell you what books I've read. I couldn't remember what books I read in the school. I'm not really the biggest book reader in the first place. In general, like if I do read a book, it's at an airport and it is about murder mysteries and random shit like that. Also online too, 100%. I think there's a point of like a teacher. Like I said, I don't have TikTok, and it's very niche of what people want to see, right? And I think that's where we are in this bubble in society. Now we're kind of talking not anti-movie stuff, but it could lead into this movie because I think I've noticed this too with Sundance films, is a lot of it is very niche audience now, where it's like a lot of it is a separate category of filmmaking. And you're like, okay, what about just like, not having an agenda? I don't care if your movie has an agenda. Sure, I'm happy with that. You're the one that financed it. You're the one that's directed it, wrote it, everything. But yeah, I just, like I said, niche on the phone where you see TikTok and these teachers, which I don't think TikTok should even be with teachers saying what they do. But at a point, it's like, what happened to math? Because I get terrified when I watch these videos of like people are like, how many stars on the American flag? And they're like 100. Or what's the capital of America? And they have no idea it's Washington, D.C. Or it's just simple questions of like, what is 15 times 4? That was the scariest one where we asked people on the LA boardwalk, what is 15 times 4? Simple math like that. And these are people that are in college that don't know 15 times 4 is 60. Terrifies me. That terrifies me. Where it's like, you can't go 15, 30, 45, 60. Do I have TikTok? No. TikTok is the one thing I just don't have. And if I do see TikTok, it's like going through Twitter or X or, Facebook. But do I actually have the app on my phone? I do not have TikTok on my phone. Just something that I just don't think I need to do. I think YouTube's enough. Like I said, this is not supposed to be a job for me. This is just for shits and giggles. Make, a couple $100 a year off YouTube ads for what I have. Like I said, I just love movies a lot, and I love like just talking about it. And I'm not here to be like, oh, this is gonna be my career. It's more just a fun thing to do through and throughout. But like I said, I've been on now for about an hour and a half. I can still talk if you guys want. I don't care. Because I've been on for 62 minutes of random stuff. I guess, why not? Since we are on here, we could talk about some movies that are coming out. And if people are interested. Because we can stop at like 8:45 if we want. I'll go into Box Office Mojo to see what's on. So like I said, if you just came on, hello, I'm done with the talking with the Oscars. Oh, look at this. Megan 2.0 is now officially a May 16th, 2025. Oh yeah, too old for TikTok. Interesting, Meg 2 was a January release and now got moved to a May. So they think they're going to make a lot of money with that one. Moana, live action, is coming out this year all of a sudden. Bonkers. Fantastic Four, looks like that got moved to the 25th of July. Out of Darkness, so I just watched Out of Darkness. I thought it was okay. Back to Black, that is the Amy Winehouse film. Argyle, Okay, Speak No Evil. People. Okay, it looks like Civil War got moved up a couple weeks. Okay, Speak No Evil. If you guys didn't know, this is a remake of a Swedish film, if I'm not mistaken. This one I think has James McAvoy in it. I hated this film. Just because everyone at the end refused to fight back. I'm a fight back person. Oh my god. I am very curious what they're going to do with that film. But while we're in February and March, let's see what movies are actually supposed to come out. Like I said, Bonkers that Mr. is not. Oh, I know, right? Bonkers that they chose Pedro Pascal. Interesting choice. But yeah. So, Land of Bad. I thought that was a really good film, actually, for what it was. Next week is Ordinary Angels, Drive Away Dolls, and About Dry Grasses, which I heard that's a good Turkish film. Looks like, and Demon Slayer. If you're into anime, Demon Slayer might be a movie for you. And I do think that might do pretty good at the box office. But I think Drive Away Dolls looks horrible. Like I said, Ordinary Angels, I might cry because cancerous kids. Dune Part 2, stand your ground, exactly. Dune Part 2, I think it's going to be pretty good. Love Lies Bleeding. That is going to be interesting overall of what I think is going to be for that. Imaginary looks pretty fun. Kung Fu Panda 4. I don't know why we're doing another Kung Fu Panda. But this is what scares me. Not a lot of movies. Arthur the King, good, dog movie. The Magical Society of Magical Negroes, American Society of Magical Negroes, who knows? But yeah, you only care about horror. So, what horror movies are coming out? Looks like none in March. Oh, that's a lie. Imaginary. So let's see what horror movies you got this year. You got Imaginary in March. You got... Oh my god, why can't I go to the next month? All right, you got Imaginary in March. What do you have in April? I can't believe Drive Away Dolls is a Coen Brothers. Well, it's one of the Coens, not both of them. But yeah, the trailer looks atrocious. The First Omen. You got The First Omen in April. Monkey Man looks kind of fun, but I'm a little worried. Civil War, that could be a horror movie. It matters. Abigail kind of looks fun. I won't lie. Abigail on the 19th of April looks pretty fun. Challengers. I don't know what to think about that movie. Evil Does Not Exist. I think that's a good Japanese movie I want to watch. All right, okay, that is it for April for horror films. Let's go May for horror. After we talk about the horror films, we'll be done for the night. Tarot. So I finally watched the movie for the Tarot card movie one. It doesn't look bad, but I'm afraid it is going to be a very, very PG-13 film. If it's rated R, I might be pretty stoked. And it looks like The Strangers Chapter 1. Another horror film. Okay. Could be interesting. Interesting what they want to do with the Strangers franchise now. Furiosa. Emasculated. What's that? Is it a movie called Emasculated? Or am I just talking nonsense? Emasculated. You're making me... We're about to... Oh, there's an M. Night Shyamalan project coming out April 5th. Wait, what? Emasculated. Am I just... Did I say emasculated, or am I just... Look, sometimes my English sucks. Pedro Pascal is getting overexposed. Facts. Listen, I talk. I don't even see emasculated. Maybe I was just talking about random shit. Oh, right here. Thank you. I found it. Emasculated. It looks like a woman of devout faith is warmly welcomed to the picture-perfect Italian countryside where she's offered a new role as a covenant. But it becomes clear to Celia that her new home harbors dark and horrific secrets. So this is by Neon, and it's rated R for March 22nd. Interesting. So, okay. Decent amount of horror films coming out, apparently. All right, let's go to June. For horror films. All right, Ballerina. Is that horror? Okay, The Watchers. That is a Dakota Fanning movie. I think it looks fun. Another horror film. Masquerade, Okay, Masquerade Birth. Bad Boys 4. Okay, there actually is a Bad Boys 4 coming out. Fascinating. Emasculated. Look, I am not the smartest person you'll ever meet, okay? But I like being fun. I like making fun of myself. Yeah, I just realized that. Like I said, I'm not smart. And I am willing to make fun of myself. And that's what a lot of people don't know how to do. Like marrying baby Jesus. Yes. Yes, 100%. But okay, interesting. Like marrying baby Jesus. But I just read that synopsis, and it sounds like it's something completely different. So interesting. Quiet Place Day 1. That's going to be interesting because the director, he did Pig, the Nicolas Cage film. So he's going to very different territory, and I kind of like it. I dig it. like I said, people need to start making fun of themselves more, like me being an idiot of completely mixing those words up. 100%. I'm an idiot. I screwed up. That's another thing people don't do, even politicians and people. Just raise your hand and be like, yo, I screwed up, bro. I'm a screw up. And I screwed up. It's not that hard to do. And actually, people treat you more with respect knowing that you screwed up. Long legs. Did you guys... Yeah, your pronunciation is half the future. Dude, okay. So, growing up, I had to do a speech class because I couldn't tell my S's and Z's apart. Like, to me, that even saying shoulder and soldier takes me 3 seconds to actually make sure I say the right word. Like soldier. See, I even like me saying that right now. Soldier, shoulder, stuff like that. Yeah, I never saw that word wrote out before though. Exactly, it's stuff like that too. It's weird words like that. I do have a trouble saying. I'm trying to think. Yes, I did review Dream Scenario, and Dream Scenario, people call it a dark comedy. It terrified me of how true that movie is in society, where Nicolas Cage does nothing wrong, and someone else's psyche is the one that screws with people's I really think that you're screwed up, so you should be punished, even though I'm the one at fault. And that terrifies me. Dream Scenario was a fantastic movie that terrified me of where we were going with, where we are willing to put our bad mojo and our own faults into someone else who did nothing wrong. Terrifying. Oh, you see this one? Untitled Scarlett Johansson Channing Tatum film. With Woody Harrelson. Alright. But Long Legs. That's what brings us to Nicolas Cage. Watch that trailer. I have no idea what that is about. Looks freaking crazy. Twisters. Looks like just straight up fun. Alright. This is the one movie I wanted to watch at Sundance, but I didn't. Did he? So I'm actually glad it's coming to theaters. And there's a movie called Trap. It's a horror mystery thriller with Josh Hartnett. Interesting. Long Legs trailer was creepy. So there's another one called Trap. I don't know what Trap's about. There's no information about it, but it's an August release. It could be something, could be nothing. Alright, now let's go to August. Alright, what do we got? We got Borderlands is finally coming out. Chase, will you watch the BAFTAs today? Can you see it in the US? I don't know. How do you watch the BAFTAs in the US? I will see what I can do. Let's see here. How to watch BAFTAs in US. Looks like if I do it on BritBox, do a 7-day trial, I could watch it there. So it's 1 p.m. my time. Okay, so it looks like... Okay, that's the red carpet. I don't care about the red carpet. So maybe BritBox? If I could... How about that spider movie? You mean Long Legs? I don't think it's a spider movie, but I could be completely wrong. Or are you talking about Madam Web? Because, oh, buddy, that might be another chat if we want to talk about Madam Web, and I might have to redo this title. But Twitter does look like a blast. Flint Strong, I feel like that was supposed to come out last year. Borderlands, we'll see what Eli Roth could do there. And then it looks like Alien, the new Alien movie, which I heard the new Alien movie is only coming out on Hulu, which that is a party foul. Incredibles 3? No. There's no way Incredibles 3 is coming out September 6th. That's got to be wrong. Beetlejuice. Speak No Evil, we just talked about that. Wolves. Saw 11. Nope, I watched the trailer. Okay. Saw 11. I won't lie, I'm kind of intrigued. And it looks like there is another one called an untitled Monkey Paw production horror film. So that's going to be a Jordan Peele film. We'll see what happens there. This Whitebird movie, right? This Whitebird movie that's supposed to be a sequel to Wonder has been delayed for so freaking long. I still don't understand May, December. Okay, May, December. maybe I just need to do a movie talk about just random movies people need to talk about. But May, December, the scene where she was in the back room, that's all I'm going to say, Natalie Portman, was kind of fucked up. That's all I'm going to say there. Yeah, I do think that movie talks about just this society of like, I don't know, her fascination of like wanting to get with a younger boy was really freaking awkward. May, December, I liked the movie, but it did rub me the wrong way. All right. October, Smile 2. I heard actually Naomi Watts is in that film. So, so actually, there seems like there's a good amount of horror movies, at least one a month this year. That's going to be pretty fun. I might have just like lied to you because like November there might be none. Oh, yeah. November, I lied. There's no horror films in November as of right now. As of right now. And finally, December, what do we got? Lord of the Rings animated film. I'm scared for that one. A Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan. Oh. You guys see this? You guys see who's in this new Karate Kid movie? Oh. I'm intrigued now. Yes. When she's at the pet store, correct. Where she kind of goes in the back room to where they did it. Julianne Moore's and Charlie Melton's character. That was just really awkward. Yeah, Jordan Peele. Oh, and what do you know, bro? How did you even see that coming? So it looks like there is the untitled fourth film directed by Jordan Peele coming out on Christmas. As well as the same time Nosferatu is coming out. Same day. All right, let's look at this poster, though. Well, it says, okay, the poster, I want to say it looks like a werewolf poster. I know I can't zoom in, or maybe I can. Let's see. There we go. Look at me trying to be smart. I mean, you could say that looks like a werewolf hand, but then you could also say it looks like a monkey paw. Kind of like what his production company is called. So I have no idea what to do with that one. I mean, if it's a werewolf movie, I'm a sucker for werewolves. So I can't go wrong there. Anyway, I've been on for 97 minutes. We discussed the Oscars and BAFTAs. I do not want to keep you on any longer. Thank you for everyone who stayed with me for the whole time. It really means the world. If the actual title is for or untitled fourth film. That would be pretty hysterical. Damn, Mickey, my dog, calm down. But no, seriously, I don't understand if Julianne Moore's son was lying or not. Yeah, I would have had to rewatch the film. I truly thought maybe it's Sasquatch. That'd be interesting. I really thought Julianne Moore and or Natalie Portman at the beginning of the year was going to get Oscar noms, but I just think maybe May December was too weird. No, it's over. I know, right? It's over! No! So maybe I'll do polls too of when I should do these live feeds, and maybe oh no, thank you. No, thank you for being part of this. I don't know, maybe I should do this in my movie room where I do the actual films. Actually, I will show you the movie room real quick. Let's see if I could do this. No, we're going to do it. We're going to move this laptop because that's what I could do, right? That's what you get for having a laptop doing it. All right. I will show you a sneak peek of the movie room. So you don't want. Oh, see, the real posters. There's something about Mary. Anyway, the movie room. Waha. Let's turn the lights on. I got to go through. So you only see this part, right? But there's also movies on this wall. Right there, right. And there's also movies on that side of the wall. Right. And that's not even all of it, because if you look down there, it stops at S's. My other movies are in my closet very nicely. And I know it's, like I said, it's kind of I want to say messy in here. But I will say there's this tub right here. My dad sent me all of the old VHS tapes. So I think that'll be a fun video to go through, like, all VHS tapes. And people might be like, wait, all Disney stuff? No, because there's, like, Christine. There's other stuff like that. But Like I said, now I'm moving back to this room. Boom. So, there we go. We are back in the room of that. So, I guess that's the question. Do I continue doing it in this fun room where I have like the artwork and more fun? Or do I do it more in that room? We'll see what you guys say. Mind blown. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, that is not all the movies I own. That stops at S, and my rest of the S's, T's, U's, V's, W's, Y's, Z's are in the closet. But there is that. But yes. Yeah, it's less. What, you think the bad vibes here? Do you think I need to go to the movie room? Should I do the live streams in the movie room now? Oh, yeah. Okay. See, David, this is why I'm an idiot, because I finally got like the actual joke where this room kind of feels like it's very. I see what you're saying now. Okay. See, research about Grindr. How much chat debate do you do now? Now I'm curious. How much are you chat your baiting? Because now I'm got me curious. Night, have fun. I know it's a 3-day weekend for some people. Hopefully you have Monday off for the federal holiday. I think the movie room, cool. No, that's good to know. Thank you for the feedback. No, I'll do the movie room. I'll probably do need to get better video camera or webcam. As you could tell, the camera in there, people do it on like, small, but I do have like a decent video camera, which I've had that for a couple of years, but I don't think there's a reason to really upgrade, because when it comes to video cameras and cameras, there's not. I mean, yeah, you could get 4K, but when you actually transfer it to YouTube, it's not the best. But anyway, no, Stephen Baker, that Stubbs, 7 Days at Sea, David, BD, thank you all for being on. I'm gonna let you guys go. Go watch some nice stuff on Netflix. I'm starting to watch Fatal Attractions on Paramount Plus, the TV show with Joshua Jackson. The first episode was pretty good, but overall, thank you, everyone. Again, my final goodbyes for this time. And let's see if I do this bi-weekly, monthly, every week. I think bi-weekly will be more fun. But anyway, peace out. Love you all. And truly, thank you for staying with me. Now, how do I go to Streamlabs and turn this off? How do I stop? I don't know what I'm doing. Guys. I don't know.